This is the trending talk as hashtag TTTT, the last word on all the best stories of the week. Ciru Muriuki is back in the building.
Hello.
Njambi.
Hey.
Eheria kiodo.
Hey. Kiodo kereko.
Hey, yo kiodo.
Well done, Larry. No idea. Why can't I hear?
Butita, what's up, man?
I feel so bad. Like, I don't know. I feel so bad. I feel like, okay. So bad.
Hey! Okay, Butita, Mungu anakuona. Butita, by the way, Mungu anakuona.
Mungu anakuona, Butita.
The lightning of the Most High will strike you, Butita. Butita. Utapigwa na radi.
Utapigwa na ile radi na ile radi itakuchapa bado napiga press-ups.
Hakuna machozi nahitaji.
Mimi nakwambia Butita, utapigwa na radi, utajua kuteseka siku ambayo.
Bana, hao ni boys wangu. Ni nini wewe?
No, in fact, let's
go
straight into that, by the way. One of our guests on the show last week wet his eyes during the interview. The internet was uncontainable. Zimigate got emotional over the issue of Kenyans trolling him on social media because of ridiculous song titles. Remember that song? Yes, and your sponsor. So the interesting thing is that the Binguni Hakuna Tear Gas, the alleged hitmaker, had laughed about the same issue in the Weekend edition with Dr. Kingori just 3 days before he was on the trend. Watch.
Wow, can I give my every bit of soul into what I do, and Kenyans just decided to just insult me and forget about all the good things I had done, all the good music I've done, and this just one song made them think that I am trash, you know, and I'm human. I got hurt.
It's true.
I got...
Wow. Okay, Ciru, go.
Okay, now I have to say this first of all.
Yes.
I actually agree that the internet has been rather hard on Jimmy Gate.
I feel there's a batch coming.
No, I'm going to, let me say what I'm saying. Give me a moment.
Okay, go.
So basically, I feel that people have been very hard on Jimmy Gate. I've had things about his music.
Yeah.
I've had things even about his sexuality. Like, people go in on Jimmy Gate in ways that sometimes cross the line. So I honestly feel that he does have a right to feel some type of way. However, hey, if you're going to cry on TV, make sure there are tears. Your eyes cannot be drier than the Kenyan economy.
Gate apart.
As in, I feel like he was... so hurt.
Guys.
Hurt, and then even that R, I don't know where the R was hurt. No, listen.
The R was coming out
Even
instead of the
Jimmy Gate came
tears.
and said, you guys are Wasafi. I feel really bad. It ain't right how you people treat me.
Yeah.
But this whole...
Okay,
it was too much. Too much, bro. Extra.
Kachumbari hapa hivi hapa down. Na masose. So I think Jimmy Gate kama ni kitu alikuwa amepanga kuja kufanya hapa hivi kulia. Angepitia hapo ambaye huo mtu amkatakatia vitunguu. Unajua? Juna sasa machozi hapo zilimwangusha. But kitu ilinibamba ni vile Anita alishindwa sasa atadu nini. Unajua?
Anita alikuwa anamwambia, "Oh, sorry about that." Ni kama Anita ndio alikuwa amenini. Ni kama Anita alikuwa
It was so awkward for Anita. She was like,
Unajua jayo na machozi.
oh, I'm so sorry.
I'm sorry about that.
That's harsh. And then it got me thinking, Larry, ingekuwa ni wewe ungefanya?
I mean, ingekuwa ni mimi. I was like, wait, enda uliembali, brother.
Haungemshow hivyo. Na already alikuwa amekuletea mpaka keki mzae.
I'm so glad it's Anita who hosted that segment of the show, because
Larry si to enjoy. Wewe alikuwa amejipanga, alikuwa amejua sasa hapa. Atakao aliyembembeleza alafu apatie keki na maua.
Okay, Butita.
Jimmy ni boys wangu sana. Saa ingine mimi humhurumia nikiona yeye watu wanamchagua. Kama hiyo siku alilia hivi, immediately mtu akaandika Binguni hakuna machozi. Yaani hata time ingesonga. Tuache kukua hash sana. Jimmy manze tumemtukana sana.
Watu wamemwenjoy lakini kusema tu
hizi vitu zinamuaffect.
Si poa.
Jimmy Gate.
Lakini hizo machozi zilimletea mhadhara sana.
Larry.
Lakini asijali kuteseka si kwa muda.
The moment Jimmy Gate cried, I knew he's a lucky person.
Why?
Bila alilia nilijua ako na bahati.
That was terrible.
Hey.
Why are we
Well
laughing?
done. Well done.
No.
Speaking of Bahati,
No.
speaking of Bahati, gospel singer Mtoto Mama, aka Bahati, for the first time shared photos of his 2-year-old
umesema mtoto wa
daughter.
mama ama mtoto na mama?
Wacheni Larry ongee.
Lari ongea.
Unajua hapa tunamkosoa. Tana kali za ngeli, tana shati za methali, unajua? Semi na kadhalika.
So, ilikuwa ni kukosoa tu. Endelea.
Endelea ama tukusaidie kusoma.
Haya.
Furuliza Kiswahili.
Wacha nifulize basi. So his 2-year-old biological daughter is called Mweni Bahati. That was over the weekend. It was all good until his girlfriend Diana Marua went ahead to also post a photo of her and the little Bahati. Luck was not on her side as some friends and family members of Bahati's baby mama went ham on her for posting the little girl's photo bila ruhusa ya mama. So here's the thing. The whole story unraveled in Bahati's comments. Guys are like, oh, you did not... You basically accused him of being a deadbeat, not taking care of the mother of the child or the child for the first 2 years, and now claiming the child when he's made it, but basically trashing the actual mother of the child and thanking Diana, his girlfriend, not the mother of the child. Ciru.
Okay. I feel that if you're dating a guy and he has a child from a previous relationship, you have to be really respectful of the mother of that child. Like now me, if I was dating someone who had, a child from a previous relationship, I would not take that child and take a picture and put it on social media without the knowledge of the mom. That's just respect. Hiyo heshima tunapatiana kama wanawake. Now these are the stories of Sidri who was a deadbeat, who didn't see who, even read a story of Bahati didn't even allow his baby mama to put pictures of the toy on WhatsApp because he did not. Me, those stories I don't know, because as my mother tells me, stories za watu wawili wenye wamejifunika na duve moja staki. But what I will say is that what happened with Bahati's girlfriend, if it was true that it was done without the mother's knowledge, then I wasn't right. People have to heshimiana.
Watu heshimiane.
Yeah.
Jambi.
Ni kweli sana watu waheshimiane, alafu vile Ciru amesema watu wamejifunika duve moja ni ngori, lakini hapa sana ni watu wameomba maombi moja.
Prayer partners.
Oh my God.
Watu wameomba maombi moja, please. Usingililie hizo story.
Yeah.
Sasa unajua kuna mtu anaweza kuwa na bahati nasibu, alikula bahati nasibu mahali hapo.
Okay.
Mwingine amepata bahati mbaya.
Okay.
Butita.
Lari wazee, hii ni generation ya digital manze. Willy Paul anasema Bahati anatenda. Mimi nakwambia.
Guy.
Sasa kwanza na appreciate Bahati amefanya poa. Kurudi kuwa responsible. Ni poa sana than kukata, labda angekata responsibility.
After 2 years, even though it's after 2 years.
Ingekuwa mbaya. Lakini sasa unajua pia girlfriend yake Diana Marua. Akona mtoi, si ndio? Ushaiko unacheza kadi na msee ukatoa kadi zote, kumbe amekufichia moja.
Hiyo huwa bahati mbaya Butita. Inakuwa bahati mbaya. Mtu
alikuwa ameficha kadi. Mtoi mpoa, anakaa poa, ashafunguliwa Instagram.
Si ndio sasa nakwambia Butita, hiyo huwa bahati mbaya. Unajua venye mangori ziku tamse. Saitani is real.
But pia appreciate mama yake manze. Unajua sipo kama mama yake amesema mtoi alipigwa picha kaa jui. Mama yake aombe msamaha, aende photoshoot na mtoi. Manze ni family bana.
Exactly.
Sawa. Unrelated. This is Vichekesho 254. You'll know your girlfriend as a sponsor when you get into an argument with her and then she says, "Listen here, young man."
And then if your girlfriend is a sponsor, what happens? She breastfeeds you, Ama?
Hey.
Okay. This one, Martin Cheva, I believe, Village Njambi anakaa akicheka in that outfit.
I saw that tweet. Like that.
NTV World.
Hajakosea.
Njambi, unafaa kwenda NTV Wild. Okay.
Tunafanana mbaya.
Allow me to introduce you to the familia. Familia.
Familia.
Bring this up one more time. Do your familia.
Familia.
Ya familia ya wale waliaji.
Angalia hawa
Straight to
watu.
hell. Angalia hawa watu.
Waangalie.
Okay, I'm
Mbona
done.
mnawasikilia vibaya?
Lakini wanakuanga wametulia sana.
Okay, so the Oxford Dictionary has included the word boda among the 900 new English terminologies in its revised edition. The dictionary defines a boda as a type of motorcycle or a bicycle with a space for a passenger or for carrying goods, often used as a taxi. So many words described what can be basically unduly, right? Turns out, Ugandans are getting credit for coming up with that word. They're all over the Ugandan Twitter saying, oh, look at us, Ugandans have done things. Banange. Ciru.
But where did the word boda come from? I'm
It
not
came
sure.
from the border, with the Uganda-Kenyan border, because it was a bicycle that was
Boda
used to...
boda.
Yes, exactly.
Oh.
But, you know, they claim things that are not theirs.
They're not exactly, and this is my point.
And I wish they would claim English first. But anyway.
Oh,
Ngoja.
all
I think
right.
say wanakuaga wanapenda tu vita ya maboda. Unajua
It wasn't Migingo, it's
They're not
boda
fine with
boda.
stealing Migingo from us, now they're stealing boda from us as well.
Sasa ni
But
vita ya
Larry pia
maboda.
si.
It is really very
Hiyo word
unfortunate.
ilikuwa discovered aje? Umesema hiyo word ilikuwa discovered
Along the border, huko kwenu by the way, karibu na kwenu.
wakibebwa si kwetu ni UK. Nini?
Umeruka
Hapo
kwenye
kwa boda.
Hapo kwa
Kutoka
border,
wakibeba watu kutoka Busia mpaka
mpaka huko Malaba. No, Busia border. You know there's Busia Kenya and Busia Uganda.
Yeah.
sawa,
Yes.
basi wachukue boda moja tuchukue ingine. Juu pia sisi tuna complain bure. Sasa
Yeah.
boda
Pia
boda
kuna
moja
We
msanii
keep
wachukue
one
ingine.
border,
They
They keep
fly
one
the
border. Yes.
tunakuaga na msanii fulani pia wewe mbaga juu ya maboda sana.
Exactly. Boda yangu wawili, mimi na mke wangu.
Bebe boda ni yetu. Jago amevuka boda. Madras ameride boda.
Si ndio? Boda ni yetu
Okay.
sasa sijui wanatoa noma ya nini.
No. Guys, so former judiciary registrar and
Lakini hiyo word ni ya
Wasingishu.
Nigeria. Listen
How
my
did you
border.
even get to
Tuendelee.
Nigeria?
Listen my border.
Ai.
No,
Nilikuwa
please.
niwaharibie siku leo. Mmekaa hapa
Moving right along.
Can we
mmefurahia
put
sana.
I
Go,
was talking about
please.
Gladys Shollei. She's running for Wasingishu Woman Rep. She agreed to an interview the NTV's John Goiri yesterday. That interview was supposed to air on Monday. However, somewhere along the conversation, the question of her integrity came up, and this is how she reacted.
The Nation Media Group asked me 4 years ago. It is the same stories, I've explained it. It was headlines for 10 weeks running. I gave my explanation. I presented before the parliamentary committee. Do you really want me to start narrating that story now? What good does it do? In fact, I don't think we should do the interview. Yeah, no, I don't think I want to do the interview anymore. No, I'm not going to do this interview. Yeah, because it's the same story that was prosecuted by the Nation, I think many years ago. I don't know why I'm talking about things that happened 4 years ago. It's applied to certain media. No, I'm not in this interview, and I'm not running that.
Well, that escalated very quickly, Ciru.
Wanaanza kutipito. Kutipito. Ati wanatipito.
Akia Mungu Butita huko.
Wanaanza kutipito.
Kifemi wa
Hizo maswali wanatipito.
atilia matipi.
Tipito.
I guess there's nothing more to add.
Ai.
No, let me just say this though. No. Guys!
Nisamehe.
Okay.
Okay, Ciru.
No, the thing that upsets me the most is that Kenyan politicians think that explaining the integrity to Kenyans who are supposed to vote for them is a privilege. They're doing us a favor. They're acting like it's not a right for Kenyans to know. I've admired, Mrs. Shollei for a long time, but this is the thing. Kenyans should ask you as many times, and you should be willing to answer as many times if you want to be a public servant. There's no such thing of that is the past. You want to be a public servant now. Deal with that story now.
Okay.
If you start acting like that, you start looking like you have stuff to hide. Do you have anything to hide? If not, talk about it until we get tired of hearing about it.
Okay, Njambi.
I think, first of all, a politician's definition, or a Kenyan politician, or how to define a Kenyan politician, is to how they always answer questions and how they handle the population and interviews, and basically how they deal with the population. So if you're going for an interview, and we're going into elections very soon, and these are questions that will arise because these are issues that happened, and there are parties that feel that you probably had integrity issues, others say you didn't have integrity issues, and you claim that, it's in your space to come out and say, this is what happened. And also, if you feel that, this is something that you can't address, just say it instead of walking out, because then again, you expect these people that you're addressing to vote for you, and you expect these people to buy what you're saying.
Yeah.
I don't think it was very deserving of her to have walked out of the interview, because how many other politicians are interviewed every single day and they have integrity issues and they still sit through interviews?
Yeah.
Well, apart from a few.
All right, well said.
But yeah.
Okay, by the way, she said that she's going to sue us. We're still waiting for that demand note when it comes. So Khaligraph successfully fooled everyone with this idea of discoloration that we got to give to him. Right? But at least we had fun with that. Enough fun. Vera Sidika also decided to weigh in on the issue by throwing shade, no pun intended. Okay, pun intended. At the OG by an Instagram post. Everyone has been sending me screenshots of this boy, posting a photoshopped pic claiming tulitoa tint pamoja. First things first, my dear, hujatoa tint bado. Tint yako bado imeacha traces nyuma cause ulitoa manually badala automatically.
Hey.
So Khaligraph had not really removed his tint, so he still had shade on him. He packaged the shade into this video. Okay, apparently we don't have the video just yet for whatever reason. But Khaligraph, is the king of comebacks. You've got to give him to that.
He is rough. I love it.
He's savage.
I love it. You've had his mask off, the freestyle.
The freestyle is on point.
His song is better than Future's. Like, Khaligraph is crazy. And I have to say that certain socialites were trying to be relevant because we are launching flat tummy tea, even though we all know that they didn't get the flat tummies from the tea. So, of course, she had to slide back into the public by trying to throw shots. But okay, if her tint worked great for her, and I've seen her in person, she actually looks very nice. I'm not saying that people should bleach. Like Niachane na Khaligraph, she should be the last person to talk about bleaching. Thank you.
Oh, all right, Njambi. We can't play the video, but I'm told because it's too vulgar, so we can show it to you without audio. But yes, Njambi, go ahead.
Oh, you gotta respect the real OGs, man. You know what I'm saying? But
Why, guy?
By the Khaligraph ni mtu wangu kuruka. Kayole 1960.
Sasa anaruka wapi?
Wacha niambie, hiyo ni vita ya kibiashara kusema tu kweli. Hiyo ni vita ya kibiashara. Wale watu wamefanya biashara pamoja.
Oh, they're the partakers of the dark arts.
Hey! Jehova wanyonyi.
Black magic.
Yes, I konya.
Kuna dark path.
They should see the light.
Larry.
Maybe I think one of them needs to enlighten the other.
Aya.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
I'm delighted to see you.
Larry.
Okay, yes, Butita.
Wajua niliona Khaligraph na huyu muluya wetu mwenye kwa na launch chai on Sunday. Ikajiambia hii kesi ya Vera si ni mtu wa Busia huko. Sasa unazushia chai. Alikuwa na launch chai Sunday. Si ali launch majani hapo. Hapo sawa, anaendeleza biashara ya familia. Ni Vera Sidika Matendechere. Hii Sidika alitoa tu hapa Nairobi. Matendechere ni jina ya nyumbani. Jana amekula muogo huko nyumbani huyo.
But then I'm not even going to knock Vera's hustle. I'm not going to knock her hustle. That Chile is very smart.
Wait, Butita kwa memaliza.
Okay. Liona tu akijibishana na Kali nikasema sitaingilia kesi ya wamama, ni sawa, wacha waendelee kuendelea. Ni sawa, mimi wacha nikae kando.
Moving right along.
No, I was saying, yeah, I can't knock Vera's hustle. She knew that she needed to sell her tea.
Yeah.
So she wanted to, I mean, she's a branding genius, I think.
She's got her
She
hustle.
knew what she was doing.
She's got her hustle down to the T.
Lakini Kali ana deal nao. Kali ana deal na sisi, nyinyi mchokozeni tu hapa.
Kali ndio baba yao.
Sina akitugusa tunamwendea huko mali yako.
Kali ndio baba yao na dawa yao, you know what I'm saying, man.
Okay, guys, I have to talk about this real quick. It's a really sad story. Brenda Kenye, she's a 27-year-old mother of one, committed suicide on the night of Friday, 12th of this month. She threw herself in front of an oncoming vehicle on the busy Wayaki Way. She scored straight A's in her KCSE, was admitted to the University of Nairobi School of Medicine. So the question is, what would push such a brilliant mind to those lengths? The answer, apparently according to some, cyberbullying. Akinyi had tried to seek for help after her ex-boyfriend defiled her 3-year-old daughter. The police, whom she thought would be helping her, apparently went ahead to take advantage of her, and that's when she went online to seek help from Kenyans through a group called Buyer Beware, and people apparently resorted to trolling her, and that's what people say might have led her to commit suicide. Really quickly, Ciru.
I think, first, I've been on that group when I see people being put on the spot for less than savory dealings, and I see how crazy and petty
it can get.
So, and then of course, right after this news came out, again after her death, she was still being trolled. I think there's a level of humanity that goes missing when people log onto social media that you need to find again. Because this stuff now, it stops being funny. And then, you know, you see people saying, well, I'll never kill myself because of social media.
But you don't
Good
know.
for you.
Okay.
Good for you.
All right.
You're not this person.
Njambi.
Find that humanity in you, Bana.
Njambi.
Yeah, that's true. There are very many people who are depressed and going through very, very many issues that we don't know. And it's very sad that behind your keyboard, you know, you can type out stuff that can really hurt people. Sometimes the most important thing to ask yourself when you're engaging in social media is, what if it were you? You know, what if these things that you're saying to other people were said about you?
Absolutely.
And you know, the fact that she came out to seek help for her daughter, and in a case of defilement and rape, considering this is also a very sensitive issue, and then people trolled her about that, that just goes to show you how we deal with various issues in this country. And just in that same regard, there was also the rape story that came out that was being discussed by a certain church online, and it was very sad. And you know, the trolling that went about, and you know how people have been discussing these issues. There's so much undealt pain in this society about people are dealing with so much pain. So just be more empathetic, if I may say, and you know, just share happiness and share loves and be more understanding to people.
All right, Butita, finally.
Ni sad sana nilioneo story nikajiambia tukiwa pale online saa ingine tunadhani tuna deal account social media account to another social media account,
lakini ni wasee, ni watu,
ni msee unaongelesha. So nadhani tunafaa kuwa tunajiuliza kama angekuwa hapo umekaa naye hivyo ungemhandolaje, ungedeal naye aje? Juu kuna vitu zingine ni sensitive sana, hatufai kuletea mchezo at all.
Okay, we'll leave it there for the moment. The Twitters right now. This is from @Oyugi Eric. Kumbe Shiro alibaki na material ilitumika kwa Pipa Middleton wedding.
Oh my God. Who are you people?
No, put a comparison though. See, Njambi, ino material ilibaki.
Kale kakuota kalibaki.
Angalia, cheki. Hivyo tu, ino material ilibaki kwa wedding, Shiro akatumia kumeki nini yake.
By the way, it's exact. I will make it full screen, I see.
Okay, put up the image on full screen one more time. There. See?
Oh my God! Oh my God, yes! I love it!
All right. Khaligraph 30 years later.
Ah, sure.
Cyberbullying.
Surely.
Wacha nini na Kali tumemalizana naye sasa.
Okay, moving around. Shout out to Gregory Kipruto who tweeted us before even the show began. Us waiting for the trend.
How do people get these pictures from?
Karogo Mureithi, you guys are trolling people while discussing how trolling is bad. Shaking my head.
Like, do you want to take this or shall I? Or
There's one more before you take it.
Ciru, take it.
This is Mwendwa. You hypocrites, we all know your show is about trolling people.
Trolling people, okay.
Go.
Giving opinions is not trolling. It becomes trolling when we start being cruel. We just make observations. For instance, I observed that Jimmy Gates' eyes were dry and his crying seemed a little theatric, even after acknowledging that you people are generally very mean. So for you to get on your high horses that we are hypocrites, first look up the word. Thank you and goodbye.
Okay.
20 marks.
Moving right along.
Marks.
Question. Faye Paragasha, Kemboi Faith. Butita ulibleach lini mtu wangu?
Everyone has bleached.
Even
me have been asking nimetoa.
Follow-up question.
Propaganda.
Follow-up question, Butita. Butita umeanza kwa light skin kwani Khaligraph?
Hey.
Hii propaganda ya mimi mweusi mmeingiza kwa Wakenya. Make sure imetoka. Juu mtaumia.
Follow-up question, Butita.
Follow-up question. How many are there?
Sam Nyangu, come clean and tell us something we don't know here.
Hey.
Wewe na Jackson Mandago, governor wa Uasin Gishu.
And governor, tunajuana.
Governor wa Uasin Gishu.
Is that your daddy?
Ati ni best ya Butita.
Ni governor.
Okay, ni hayo tu kwa sasa.
No
Okay.
comment.
Kama ni governor tunajuana.
Nataki shida.
No, but there's a resemblance though when you think about it.
Yeah,
Sasa yake ni DNA.
Okay, guys.
Iko.
So-
Hapa Butita tunasema he's also
Wewe
doing
msiniwekelee
cyberbullying.
wazazi bana wa politics wewe.
So to
Unajua
be
baba yangu anaona show wewe.
shout out to Butita's
Hey,
dad.
Buda Butita, Baba
Real
Butita.
Butita's real dad.
Buda yangu anaona
Hey.
show.
Okay.
Hey, Baba Butita.
Wewe mmeacha mama yangu wewe,
Senior.
mmeacha mama yangu wewe.
Sasa Mama Butita.
To be a minister of the word of God, you need to have a calling. Pastor Paul Sanyangore from Victory World International Ministries Church, believed to be in Zimbabwe, seems to have a twisted understanding of that. In this video that went viral this week, he claims to have called God directly on his phone. Watch.
Is this heaven? Is it heaven? I have a woman here. What do you have to say about her? Oh, I should ask her who is Sibo. Sibo. Who is Sibo?
So you get the idea.
So what I'm wondering is that, yes, that's God.
Yes.
Alinimaliza hiyo part alikuwa anauliza ati, hey, ati, is this heaven?
And then second, you
No. Is this heaven? They're like, yes, this is heaven. How may I direct your call?
Sasa mimi nilikuwa na pengine nilikuwa naongea na
Please
customer
press
care ya
1 for
heaven.
Apostle Peter.
Let me
Press
ask
2
you,
to please speak to God.
Why are we Africans? Why are we so extra? Like we are extra.
And he's
as
not even
hell.
Nigerian.
Yeah. What is
Unajua kuna
that? And then my second follow-up question.
Yes.
What phone does God have?
I know, right? Does he need to charge it? Ahmed just has everlasting charge.
Ayajaga hiyo na sola.
Your phone
Anatumia
shall
dola.
not perish, but have everlasting life.
Butita.
yani watu huchezewa sana. Unajua mpaka tumeambiwa my people perish due to lack of
Oh,
knowledge.
wisdom.
Preach. Ama ni wisdom knowledge. Zinakuanga
Lakini
different lakini
Butita
inamaanisha
pia
kitu
Butita.
same.
Butita.
Sasa wacha nieleze kitu.
Yeah.
Hapana Butita
Kama
nitakukaunta.
wacha nimalize usinikate wacha nienjoy.
Chapter brother, we don't have
Sasa,
all evening.
nini?
Hala?
Hii kitu anafanya kama alikuwa anaambiwa sasa anaongea na God ukweli ile tunaongea na God ni wrong by the way, ni wrong by the way kuchezea religion hivyo. Lakini bado kwa literature kuna kuangana inaweza kuwa ni pia style yake ya kupreach. Pengine hakuwa anamaanisha anaongelesha God, pengine ilikuwa ni ile
It's a metaphor.
improvisation, metaphor.
Okay, Njambi.
Sasa hapo hivyo kwa Butita na metaphor. Ndio nasikia sasa alichukua, he took it too literally.
Yep.
Kwa sababu the Bible says, call on me and I will.
I shall answer.
Yes, exactly. So he called on God and he answered. And the most amazing thing for me would have been if he actually shared that number. Then we form a WhatsApp group, you know. We all start chatting to God, we share our problems, and she does it to Z.
Okay.
And then also wondering why God sounds like Francis Atwoli. Yes!
Collins Otieno, take up the street.
Lakini mali alinimalizia ni hapo ati hi, is this heaven?
Why didn't anyone ask that pastor talking to God on cell phone to put the call on loudspeaker?
Mbaya sana.
He was on loudspeaker. You didn't hear him.
Okay, guys, real quick, I have to get through the story. The shooting of 2 teenage boys in Italy early last month of a suspected involvement in crime sparked a national debate on the issues of extrajudicial killings. However, what has then happened is there's a guy or a girl calling themselves Hesi or something, and every time there's an issue, they say Madowo, and then this person ends up dying, and then they post the pictures on social media. So is this person glorifying extrajudicial killings? But also too, there's a group that they were talking about this in such Kongsheng, miskuelewa kitu. Ciru, I'm out of time, so quick.
Mi siongei stories za Hesi, mi I'm scared. Hivyo. Mi siongei.
Njambi.
Noma ni noma, unajua mtu akibeba ridhe lazima utaangushwa na makarao wanakuwa washakupea warning. That's one thing I always tell these young people. Nashika, hakuna siku utaibeba ndenga, ushike uko juu ya mchuma na makarao wasikufuate. And this person on Facebook, I don't think he's a cop because
he's a Robin Hood of sorts.
Yeah, I don't think they would be posting such things.
Yeah.
But then again, even if they are, I think it's the wrong approach.
Okay.
And the whole approach of dealing with crime in this city is just wrong.
Okay.
And these are issues that need to be dealt with
Butita.
very, very deeply.
Vijana by the crime si poa maze.
Crime does not pay.
Shortcut.
Guys, we have to leave it there. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for coming, Njambi, Ciru, and Butita.